Hey everybody, Marty Skovlund Jr. here. I'm at Camp Rogers on Fort Benning, Georgia for the 2019 Best Ranger Competition. Now this competition is incredible. It's 60 hours straight of grueling competition where two-man buddy teams, all of whom are Ranger qualified, go through a series of physical, mental, and technical tasks, proving that they have what it takes to be crowned Best Ranger. I'm over here right in front of the Malvesti obstacle course. The competitors just got done here. They started off the day with an 8-mile run. They didn't know it was 8 miles at the time though. It was an unknown distance run. They had to set their pace without knowing what their final distance was going to be. Right after they came off that run, they came over here to the obstacle course, had to pull a sled, a weighted sled, down one side and then start on the opposite side of the obstacle course. Now usually you end in the water crawling under the barbed wire. These guys started there. So what that meant is by the time they got to these ropes here, all the teams that went first soaked the ropes. So if you weren't one of the first or second teams to get on them, you were climbing up a wet rope already exhausted. Some made it up the rope, some didn't. It was pretty challenging though, and almost heartbreaking to see some of these guys give it their all. We're only hours into the competition though. They've already headed down to Victory Pond to do a swim. Again, moving by foot. They'll cover over 60 miles of ground over the course of this weekend. It's pretty incredible. Hey guys, what's been the hardest event so far today?
Me and Malvesti into the transition into the way to carry down to the pond swim. That's the toughest part. A lot of upper body into upper body and lower body. So, yeah.
Hey,
how about you?
Yeah, the swim into the kit run was the hardest for us.
I'd have to say Malvesti. It seemed like a lot harder than it was when we went through Ranger School.
It's the 36th anniversary of the competition, but they're modeling all of the events after World War II Ranger battles. Because this year it's the 75th anniversary of D-Day, and World War II Ranger veterans are becoming fewer and fewer. In fact, the opening shot was fired by 2 of the surviving Merrill's Marauders left. Really, really special to see, and it's great to see the Ranger community come together like this and honor the guys who really set the way forward for Rangers for generations to come. I'm excited to see how these guys do. There's 54 teams competing. By the end of the day, after the ruck march that goes into the night, only 27 of them will move on to the second day. So the stakes are high for guys who want to be able to finish this competition.
Right hand break in.
It's day 2 at the Best Ranger competition. Yesterday, competitors finished off the day with a foot march that went through the night that left only 27 teams standing. That was the cutoff going into night stakes, and after night stakes, team number 28 from the 173rd Airborne Brigade is leading the pack in the #1 spot. We're out at Todd Field right now, where the Ranger competitors have to go through a series of tests called day stakes. It's everything from completing an Army combat fitness test to doing power problems, tying knots, Ranger first responder, a variety of different tasks that they have to do. They had a long day yesterday that was followed by a long night. So going into today and having to do mentally demanding tasks that require technical and tactical proficiency when you haven't had sleep, you're hungry, you're tired, it's really demanding on the guys. If they made it to that first night, they'll keep going strong to the second night. But there's gonna be another cut tonight, another culling of the herd. We'll see who makes the cut as the stakes keep getting raised higher and higher. It's midday on day 2. The heat is overhead. You can really tell it's taking a toll on the competitors, but they're still going. They're still charging through. And over here we've got smoke, we've got a downed aircraft, we've got bloody mannequins. We'll see what these guys have to do over at this station.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys look good for having gone through what, about 36 hours of
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Not good. Like 36 hours of
There was a walk last night. How'd you guys do on that? How'd you feel coming out of it?
It didn't feel good, but there's never a point that you want to stop.
It was hot. It's weather we haven't been able to train into come from Colorado, so it was just dig deep, keep going.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
So the competitors are starting off day 3 with the Derby Queen after doing an all-night movement up in the North Mountains of Georgia for night land navigation. They were flown up there by Blackhawks and then back down here. Derby Queen is one of the most difficult obstacle courses in the world, and these guys are just going straight into it after 2 full days of just punishment.
3, 2, 1, begin. There you go. There you go. Touch.
Almost there, almost there. You got it, you got it.
Okay? Yeah.
Good job, baby.
We're here down at Victory Pond on the final day, day 3 of the Best Ranger competition. There's only remaining 16 teams left in the competition. After the night orienteering last night up in North Georgia in the mountains, they cut the teams from 28 down to 16, so there's only 16 remaining teams in the competition. As of the end of the night orienteering, team number 19, Captain Bergman and Captain Rose from the 101st Airborne Division are currently in the #1 spot, but we still have the combat water survival assessment, which it will go on at Victory Pond right behind me here, as well as the buddy run to complete the competition. There's only a couple hours left in the competition. The teams look like they're still holding up pretty good, but you can tell they're obviously exhausted, really tired, and I'm sure they're looking forward to the conclusion of the competition at this point. From there though, we'll see who comes out on top.
Representing the 101st Airborne Brigade, please give a round of applause for the very best of the best. With the 36th annual Vietnamese Band for Best Ranger competition.
I've known Rangers who have competed and heard how hard the competition is, but it's entirely different seeing it in person. The punishment these men go through and the no-quit attitude they display is inspiring. Through 60 straight hours of grueling competition, these Rangers set the standard for the Army, proving that they truly are a more elite soldier.
And with mission.